Minutes and 45 seconds left. Move quickly.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to make an appeal here to James's accusation for inconsistency on Shabir's part. Basically, you make the accusation that because the Trinity is not understandable by man, because you say 3 in 1, that it's not true. But taking that into account, there's also...
I'm sorry, who's this addressed to?
Shabir.
Shabir, okay, yeah.
When we do a good deed, basically we attribute, like we can take it as currency, moral currency to get us into heaven. Now, if we pay off a human judge or a cop, we would be condemned for that action.
Your question, please.
My question is, how do you reconcile justice and mercy to a God who is infinitely justice and infinitely merciful if you don't have a way to credit yourself towards that God?
Okay. As James said, this is a subject for another night, and I look forward to that dialogue. But in answer to your question, the Muslim perspective is that God is forgiving and merciful as well as in addition to being just. So if one wrongs another, then obviously there has to be some repayment, and God can repay the person who is wronged. And so things are even, Stephen, and now all that remains is for God to forgive us. But if we are in a position to repair the harm we've done to others, then we are required to do that as well. In the end, still the forgiveness of God. This is promised again and again in the Quran, but the same forgiveness is promised in the Bible as well. Jesus' story of the prodigal son, what does that prove? It proves that if you turn back to God repentant, God forgives you. He welcomes you with open arms, just like this father welcomed his son who had previously disobeyed. That is the teaching of the Bible. It was the teaching before St. Paul wrote that the wages of sin is death and the gift of God is eternal life through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. So the story has been changed.